Oh shoot! We already got a first like. I decided to go live early right now, guys. Thank you already for joining in here. I just decided, you know what the heck? Let's just go ahead and go live right now. Dynamite is not live just yet, but I decided if we want to start the stream up right now, and in case anyone wants to come on in and chat up about Dynamite here, we got a pretty stacked card actually. We've got Mark Briscoe, and we will have Speedball Mike Bailey teaming up. Speedball has been with Kevin Knight for a couple of times in the tag team action. Thank you for the second, like much appreciated for that one there. But we will have trios mixed tag action. Willow Nightingale and Marina Shafir. We're still doing that a little bit there. But Gabe Kidd is going to be making, I believe, his official Dynamite debut in a matchup here tonight, teaming with John Moxley. That's going to be an interesting mesh of styles right there. Hangman Adam Page defeated Will Ospreay in the main event. I have got to say, I love the positive energy that I've been seeing on social media as of late for AEW. At least I've been seeing on TikTok. I've been seeing a lot of people actually providing a lot of positive energy towards AEW. Just some of them giving Double or Nothing the very first chance that they gave a look at All Elite Wrestling. And it's just, they couldn't have chosen a better night. I mean, literally, you've done something right when it's not just me doing a stream for the pay-per-view, but the fact that I also did a short, I did like a small upload to YouTube on the Aftermath, just, really praising the show. I only do that for special occasions, and Double or Nothing on Sunday felt like a special occasion to me because really, like, I know that some people have said, oh, the show was very long. It's like, yeah, these shows have to go long because of the type of style that the AEW pay-per-views have. I mean, the company gets praised so highly for the pay-per-view that they have because of the match quality that they have for their pay-per-views. Like, you have to go for a long time. You've got to be built for the long haul to handle the AEW pay-per-views because of the fact of just, the what you're expected to get. So yes, sometimes they do go long, but that is the whole point about, making sure you get the right type of quality. And it's not just, oh, the ref went down, so we need to do a bunch of, spots with like, here comes an interference, here comes this interference and that interference. No, it's just a lot of, good kick-ass professional wrestling. Now, unfortunately, sometimes with the whole Death Rider story, sometimes they're doing a little bit of too many ref bumps at times to get those interferences going, but hopefully soon enough. I've been enjoying the Death Rider story a little bit, but I'm not sure who's going to be the one to stop John Moxley. Maybe it's Hangman. Maybe it's I would not hate it for Hangman Adam Page to be the guy to do it at All In. I said that I really want Darby Allin, but you know, uh, I feel like that eventually it's got to break. We are just moments away from going live, ladies and gentlemen, for Dynamite here. Again, my voice is a little bit sore here and there, so I may have to take a little bit of break here and there just to make sure that I don't, run my voice out too much. But I will do my best for all of us here tonight. And Adam Cole will be defending the TNT Championship against Kyle Fletcher. That's going to be a good one to watch there. Well, we'll see if Will Ospreay will live up to his promise of actually being at Hangman Adam Page's side if the Death Riders should make their appearance felt up against Hangman when he is cutting his promo here tonight. We'll see if and we'll see what Will Ospreay does it All In. I mean, somebody asked me that question, like, when I was at the Dynamite show, they said, well, I think Ospreay's got to do it. I said, I don't know. I feel like that Hangman could be the one. And he's like, well, then who does Ospreay face at All In? I was like, I have no idea. So maybe we'll get some answers to that. I don't know, but we are right now wanting war. I love this intro so much. I can't get this song out of my head. You Wanted War by Sub 41. And I tell you what's going to be extraordinary is Megan Bain, Penelope Ford will be taking on Anna Jay and Harley Cameron in a no disqualification tag team match. They had a matchup on Sunday at the buy-in show. Harley Cameron and AJ were able to get scored the victory on that night, but tonight could be a different story when it's no DQ. Anna Jay and Harley Cameron. Oh, wait, hang on. Tony Schiavone already inside the ring. You know that could mean trouble if it's FTR. Or does that mean everyone's favorite cowboy is coming in hot?
And all in Texas.
The road all in begins right now tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Stories are moving. And when a confirmation is made,
he won the right on Sunday at Double or Nothing to vie for the AEW World Championship at All In.
Do some cowboy shit.
In, Hangman Adam Page.
Bringing in everyone's favorite kick-ass cowboy, Hangman Adam Page. A loud approval from the fans, and Hangman wearing the Owen Hart Cup championship around his waist.
But at the end of the night, it was
he failed to do so last year, and Hangman said, last year, I did it only to get revenge. This year, I'm doing it for me and my family and to get the championship. Oh, I agree, Kong, absolutely. It was a hell of a pay-per-view. It gave me back the vibes from Double or Nothing 2019.
It was an unforgettable night. You can watch the
Hangman Adam Page
right now on Prime Video.
I'm not sure if there's still that stoic look on his face, but there is definitely some pride and joy on the face of Hangman.
At All in Texas on July 12th.
I don't know if John Mox has ever defeated Hangman. And
you hear the response, and of course, by winning that shot for the world title, you win the Owen Hart tournament. You see the belt. Congratulations. It was an incredible, dramatic win for you on Sunday.
It was a hell of a match, bros. Hell of a match. One thing that still kind of irritates me a little bit about AEW is when Tony Schiavone is there and he's like, hell was so great. And they're like, no, get out of here, Schiavone. Let me do it on myself. So I just kind of reminisce. I miss the old days when the interviewer would just ask questions, but whatever. Hit the belt back. Someone had a fan at a sign for Hangman. Hangman wants to bring that gold back, not just for himself, but to show the world a beautiful world championship.
Triumph in life is fleeting. It's momentary. You're on top of the world for the night, and you wake up in the morning, and the moment you realize has passed you. But so is defeat. And in the past 2 years, and if I'm being completely honest with myself, in the past 3 years, that's something that I let myself lose sight of. Because what matters is not the win, it is not the loss, it is what you decide to do with it that matters.
Bro, you get knocked down, you gotta pick yourself up.
At Double or Nothing, 2 men entered this ring, and they both knew that one of them would have to leave defeated. So before I say anything else, I will say this to you, Will Ospreay.
There's no hate.
Thank you. Thank you for the fight of my life. Thank you for reminding me why I decided to do this in the first place. And thank you for dispelling any notion that I had that you could not be the type of man to carry this company forward, because you can be.
I still respect the love that that Hangman has for Ospreay there. It's not Ospreay's time yet, but just the fact that Hangman says you can.
While one of us would have to taste defeat, another would have to taste victory.
So simple that I love it right now.
But I can't relish in it. I know that this victory, like any others, is momentary. It's temporary. It is fleeting. I will never hold this championship. I will not carry it. I will not defend it. Next year, there will be another Owen Hart Foundation tournament, and we will crown a new champion. So for now, I will have to return this to you.
Wait, do they not? They don't get to hold that championship as a memento?
Look, I could stay out here all night,
I didn't know that.
and I could tell you how much winning this tournament truly means to me, honestly means to me. But I must now look forward to the one thing that for me this has always been about, the All Elite Wrestling Men's World Championship.
I actually like that he called it men's right there. We know that obviously which gender it is.
That championship has been the prize, the accomplishment, and the responsibility that I have chased from the very moment that we all saw these three letters together for the first time.
True. Day one goal Hangman had.
But for 7 months, that championship has been hidden from the world, locked away in a brief.
I missed something? Sorry, I kind of rewound.
But for 7 months, that championship has been hidden from the world, locked away in a briefcase.
Wow, great sign.
To me, that championship was to be a shining light, a beacon to show the world what these three letters meant, because it was about competition. It was about creativity. It was about compassion, passion, and the human dignity with which we all treat each other. That is what this is about.
God damn. Hangman is such a simple man, and we love him for it. He is all of us. Thank you for joining in, guys. I don't really talk much during the promos. I just kind of listen.
And on my first day here in All Elite Wrestling, I told all of you here tonight, and all of you watching at home,
thank you for the 3.
that while I was here, you would be my boss. So tonight I will make to you a promise.
They interrupted for that one.
In 7 weeks, here in Texas, I will win the AEW World Championship. I will free it from that briefcase. I will hold it above my head for all of you and all of the world to see. I will carry it and I will defend it with every ounce of my being. And that is a promise that I will keep.
Dang.
Whose house?
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Wait, whoa.
Well, impassioned words from Hangman Adam Page, but Ian,
hey, wait.
to put it delicately, there is a fraught history between Swerve Strickland and Hangman Adam Page. On the road to the AEW World Championship, the road has been paved with disappointment, jubilation.
There's no hatred in the look of the eyes of Hangman there.
There's no depth to which either of these men
stoic,
would not sink in their rivalry.
Oh, that's well said, Ian, for sure. But I'm intrigued here about.
Stop doing this.
On the road to the AEW World Championship,
For some reason,
the road has been paved with
what's up, Shadow Bro?
jubilation,
You came at the right time. Hangman and Swerve are inside the ring right now.
To which either
I
of
have
these men
no idea
would
what
not
Swerve
sink in their
Strickland
rivalry.
Oh, that's well said, Ian,
is even
for
going to
sure.
say here right now.
But I'm intrigued here about what's going to happen.
This is
What's going to be said or done.
shit. Tony Schiavone's like, you know what? I'm getting out of here just in case. Hell yeah, Renegade.
I bet you're wondering why I'm here.
I mean, I do.
So allow me to educate you and the fine people of El Paso, Texas,
Thank you for the 4.
to why I'm here.
Everyone, the whole world, they're wondering why.
Why is it?
I bet you're wondering why I'm here.
Guys, I
So allow me
apologize
to
that
educate you and the fine people of El Paso, Texas,
my Hulu stream keeps rewinding a little bit.
to why I'm here.
I wouldn't doubt it.
did you guys do what you did on Sunday? Why did you cost Swerve that
you knew this
heavyweight
was coming.
championship? We did it for our good friend. Hangman Adam Page, you're welcome, buddy. You see, this is what you wanted all along. You never wanted Swerve to be that champion ever again, and we did that for you. We do not forget who our friends are. We still love you, Adam Page, and we know you
the
love us
receipts.
too, buddy.
But I don't know if Hangman ever actually asked that. But Swerve wants his answers. Thank you for the
Couple
5.
months back, I was looking at the same opportunity that you conveniently have at All In Texas coming up against John Moxley in the AEW World Championship. At Dynasty in the main event, I had the championship. I had the match won right in my hands. And then so conveniently, the EVPs, the Young Bucks show up, who I haven't dealt with all the way since back at Blood and Guts, and they cost me that championship. But you know who else was in the ring that night? You, Hangman Page.
Hangman wasn't there to stop Swerve.
It's so funny and convenient that now you have a clear path to the AEW World Championship off of my loss. So I'm going to call collusion on this. You want to make promises to people in Texas? Let's talk about a promise that you made. You told me to my face and the rest of the world that you promise that you will not let me become AEW World Champion again. So I'm here, right here in this ring.
Oh, no.
Staring at you, looking at you, man to man, eye to eye.
No.
And I'm going to ask you, and don't you freaking lie to me. Did you do this?
Oh, somebody's getting interrupt. We're not going to get an answer. We're not going to. Don't.
Well, dumbass.
Well, they don't like each other still, so.
At Dynasty, I locked my eyes on you. Then I locked my eyes on John Moxley. And for one God-forsaken second, I even thought about helping you. Swerve, if I had wanted to cost you that match, I would have done it myself to your face because I have done it before.
He's dodging, though. Hangman's dodging the question. He didn't outright say no.
Sounds good, but you're still full of shit.
Exactly. I hate to say it. Hangman dodged the question. Oh, shit. No. And here comes Peacekeeper. Will Ospreay.
Expected Peacekeeper perhaps here at Excalibur.
I don't want to see that.
Unexpected pop.
I don't ever want to see Swerve and Hangman joining forces. Never. The greatest rivalry ever. I don't want to see that.
That dramatic main event on Sunday. Not quite sure. Hopefully we're fixing to find out here. I like this.
Been a long time since that one. Stop censoring holy shit chants. TBS. Let me see that mark, bro. I got that Ospreay shirt. I got that Ospreay jersey. Wait a minute. Whoa.
I hate getting involved in your business. You've looked after me ever since I was 20 years old. I look at you like you're my big brother. But you're wrong about him. Listen, you learn a lot about someone when you get in the ring with them and the stakes are high. And the stakes were no higher Sunday. Sunday, I left it all out in the middle of this ring and I lost. And I've never felt more defeated in my entire life. And he had an important decision to make. He walked up that ramp, turned back, picked me up, and he stood in this ring and shook my hand like a man.
Well, that's because he respects you, Will, not Swerve.
I looked in his eyes, and I could see he cares about this place, mate. And it's funny, because I had that exact same feeling when I lost to you last year, and you did the same thing that he did.
I have a question, though. Where does Hangman's, true loyalty lie, with the company or to screw over Swerve Strickland? See, I don't know if Hangman had anything to do with it. I don't want to think that, but that could be the story they would tell. And you know what? I would not mind it, because that would be Hangman's character.
You picked me up. Look around.
This is so interesting, man, to see so many of the different eras of AEW. I apologize for pausing one more time. Hangman Adam Page, day one guy. Swerve Strickland was the next guy waiting in line pretty much to take that World Heavyweight Championship gold. And now here's Will Ospreay. It's like 3 different eras of AEW. Holy fuck. So interesting.
People are starting to believe in us again.
Yo, yes.
I hate saying this to you because I love you. But it's not you. I thought it was me, and it's not me. It's him.
Damn. Yo, Christopher, happy early birthday if I don't get to say it on Monday.
Look at me. We've got one shot at this. One shot. And we can make this easier on him. If we all work together.
What?
You, me, and Hangman.
There's too much bad blood between Swerve and Hangman to ever forget. Don't forget. I find it interesting that Hangman is not saying shit.
Swerve Strickland, we already said, I will never work with him, meaning Hangman.
I don't blame any of these guys for not. I mean,
have still not healed between Swerve and Hangman, and it seems doubtful that they ever will.
Understand me? Understand me? I will do this. I will not take his abuse from him. Never.
Hangman said too, not him, never him.
Feeling was mutual. Hangman, I won't take his help.
Listen, Renegade, I understand what you mean about the fact that Omega and Ospreay were willing to put their differences away to take on the Don Callis family, but it's a much different story. Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland is one of the most personal rivalries in professional wrestling history. I truly believe that, because the distance that they have gone, not just, in their promos, like outside the ring, but of what they have done to each other in the middle of the ring. That is some of the things that you really, really, it's hard for me. It's as entertaining as it is to see Batman and Joker team up sometimes like cartoons, but the type of violence that they have done to each other, the personal animosity, I like to picture it like real life. I understand pro wrestling is scripted, but it's like I would never forgive. I would never want to work with someone who invaded my home, not just once, but then stalked me at my house when I was carrying out my pregnant wife, like Swerve said he did. And I wouldn't want to be a Swerve Strickland who bought that childhood home of his that wanted to, make his family there and then get it burned down. I don't know if I'd ever want to forgive that. And it's hard for me because I understand, again, it's scripted, but I don't. It's one of those things you want to take it seriously. I don't think Hangman did, because remember the Bucks fired both Omega and Hangman from the Elite? They actually suspended Hangman. It wasn't firing Hangman. It was suspending Hangman from the Elite. A different story there. Omega got fired from the Elite. Hangman just decided to leave on his own accord, back in the day. So different type of story. Let me go ahead and fast forward. Oh, look at that. Who's pulling up? Death Riders pulling in as the white truck is there from a stable that works in painting the town red. They're always showing up in white truck, white shirts. The world champion John Moxley there with Marina Shafir, Wheeler Yuta.
Welcome to Dynamite.
I think John Moxley may have said where pro wrestling lives. Maybe that's what he said. That would have been, that's fucking cool. Well, that's what he said. All right, let's go ahead and fast forward, ladies and gentlemen.
John Moxley walking into El Paso.
Marina Shafir, John Moxley, and Gabe Kidd. We are in trios action here, mixed tag trios action. Yeah, thanks for doing that, Christopher. I love Mark Briscoe with the little mohawk that he's got. I think it's really freaking cool right there.
Mark Briscoe, who is instrumental in changing
Briscoe
the
may
tide
have
for
lost
that Anarchy
against
Arena
Ricochet
match.
in the stretcher match, but man, to come save the day like he
In
did
his
last
own
night at Anarchy in the Arena.
blood, neutralizing.
Rob deserves a medal. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Start things off with Briscoe and Gabe Kidd.
It's huge 6-person tag.
Kidd and Briscoe.
Both guys
immediately
are
charging
trading
forward to the
shots right
respective
now here,
sides
and
hammering
I
the
love seeing
whole
Gabe
hand
Kidd in the
over
ring.
tooth and
First
nail.
time that I
no,
saw him.
Reversals
Fell in
and
love
locks
immediately
and
with Gabe
wrist
Kidd.
locks and single legs. They just go.
Chopping battle. Here we go.
Bone on
Oh,
flesh.
damn.
Oh,
Forearm.
Gabe Kidd back Briscoe up
You
to
know,
the corner,
both
but
guys
Briscoe
seem equal in the
firing
strike
back,
power.
trying to get
Gabe
over to
Kidd and
Speedball, trying to get back
Briscoe.
over to Willow, but now things.
Oh, it's like things breaking down now here. Speedball going after Moxley and Maria Shafir and Will Nightingale.
Bailey just
We
ate
know
a strong
the
forearm right there.
history between those two ladies, of
Dumping Willow
course.
to the outside.
Everything's
Things
broken
are
down
breaking
already.
open here in El Paso.
Maria
Remember,
Shafir and Will
Willow, the
Nightingale and
X-Factor.
Speedball Mike Bailey.
At ringside,
And remember that-
in the corner of Moxley, Shafir and
Speedball,
Kidd.
big time, like almost like rocket kick to the side of the neck of Moxley. And Willow implemented choking. This is happening right now. Everything breaking down on the outside of the floor here while Gabe Kidd and Mark Briscoe still beating the holy hell out of each other inside the ring. Wait a minute.
Briscoe vaulting over.
Briscoe.
To the apron, shoulder to
So
the
it's happening in the
midsection.
midsection now and now.
And now.
Oh, Jesus. Now everybody's going outside the floor here right now. Speedball, Briscoe calling Speedball here. Well, called Speedball, and now Speedball brings the chair. I think Aubrey Edwards is like, she knows exactly what Mark Briscoe's going to do with the chair. Not going to use it as a weapon. Thank you for the 8 likes. Y'all are on fire tonight. In comes Hot with the tope con hero. One pad for Briscoe. And we are now in, let's go ahead and jump. Oh, I am live. Cool, never mind. Going into picture break, ladies and gentlemen. I did not realize that this trios match was going to be our opening contest, but what a heck of an opening contest to start with. It was Anarchy in the Arena on Sunday, and the Anarchy has not stopped because it is still all out chaos here right now. Is now Briscoe raking the eyes of Gabe Kidd right there. And you got to remember, you got to take that fight to the Death Riders right there because the Death Riders bring that violence to you as well there. And the best time when we see people actually getting the upper hand on the Death Riders is when they can take that violence to them right now, as is being happening right now. Briscoe with the throat strike right there, that throat thrust right into Gabe Kidd. Thank you for joining in again, ladies and gentlemen. We are in picture-in-picture break right now in trios action here with Mark Briscoe, John Moxley. With Mark Briscoe, Speedball Mike Bailey, Willow Nightingale taking on John Moxley, Gabe Kidd, and Marina Shafir. And a mixed trios action right there. I think the very first time we've ever seen a mixed trios action as Briscoe right now. It has been Briscoe and Gabe Kidd since the... Well, wait a second. Hang on right now. Willow Nightingale, the tag being made here right now. This is a... Now, I got to wonder if that means that Marina Shafir is now the legal woman in this matchup here right now. Oh, well, Nightingale and Briscoe had a double hip toss, but now Willow tag in Speedball Mike Bailey, and we might be getting a little bit of trios team, the trios team right there. I was going to say a double team, but I don't know what you call them as a trio. Trios attack. There we go. It looked like a three-way big boot there. Speedball got the cover on Gabe Kidd, and Gabe Kidd been taking a hell of a beating in this matchup right now. The Death Riders not looking at their best here, but never count on the Death Riders, of course, here, as we know that one. But Speedball Mike Bailey making the tag right now. In comes Briscoe. Speedball had a great matchup with Kazuchika Okada as well at Double or Nothing. And it's amazing that Briscoe already back to seemingly 100% since his match with Ricochet there. Double or Nothing actually delivered. I'll give that show a 10 out of 10. I wish we could have gotten a return, but other than that, the show was awesome. You know, Renegade, that's actually some of the best types of pay-per-views is when nothing happens, nothing special happens except for what's on the card. That you don't need returns, that you don't need a new wrestler to sign a contract. Sometimes I think those are my favorite types of shows when everything that you get is what was promised to you, just the wrestling show itself. Right now, Maria Shafir was choking out Briscoe right there while Moxley had the referee distracted. And now Gabe Kidd getting involved in the assault there. Of course, while Aubrey Edwards' back is turning out, Moxley choking out Briscoe right there. I don't know if we've ever gotten a one-on-one match with John Moxley and Briscoe. I think we need that one if we haven't seen that before there. Moxley right now just taking the opportunity to stare at the AEW crowd, the crowd that once upon a time cheered for him as the hero, and he has now become the villain of All Elite Wrestling. Still the ace of All Elite Wrestling, if you will, is John Moxley. Nobody can take away Moxley's history about him being the ace of this company. Would have loved the Casino Gauntlet. I think we could get that. We can get that. That's going to happen at All In. I think we got that last year at All In London. We might get the same. We might get the same for this time here.
Got himself a good high collar here.
Tag man, and now Maria Shafir roundhouse kicks the chest of Briscoe, and Moxley holding on to Briscoe here.
At the same time, which I
Now
call high collar throw.
Comes Gabe Kidd right now at a reset.
Strong right hands off to Briscoe by
And now Gabe Kidd fighting down as Briscoe had done to him before.
MMA background, judo background
And
for Marina Shafir and Gabe Kidd.
Here we go. The quick frequent tags being implemented by the Death Riders here. And Gabe Kidd, definitely a great investment, a great addition to the Death Riders. Forearm strike there, and I think there might be a little red on the face from Briscoe. Maybe a wound might be opening from what happened on Sunday.
Yeah, no, reluctantly I'll say it's a good job by Moxley.
Briscoe fighting back right now, fighting Gabe Kidd, and now top down, and now the tag being made. Here comes Speedball Mike Bailey. John Moxley charged in, and Speedball face first. Moxley goes to the buckle. Bailey up top right now. High missile drop kick from the top. And leap on up there. Moxley going to find a way to slow things down because if the pace gets quickened like this, Speedball is the one that is going to take control. Speedball doing the right thing, keeping his eyes on Marina Shafir, just making sure she's not getting involved staying shooting star. Well, Aubrey Edwards got the gloves on right now, and I do believe that it might have been Briscoe who had a little bit of blood in the face. I'm not sure. I got a great kick there by Bailey. Speedball going top rope with John Moxley up there. Moxley slips on through, though. Pulls out the feet of Mike Bailey, who goes face first in the buckle.
Right on the face on that
Moxley.
turnbuckle. Ian went Speedball. Tough landing for him.
Good escape move by Speedball. Small package. We know how effective those are. Oh, what a straight thrust kick from Speedball. Moxley stunned right there. It's Calvin I should say brain. Speedball right now. Tag being made by Moxley and Marina. And now here we go, Will Nightingale. I agree. One of the best ideas has been that one there. And now Maria Shafir working those roundhouse kicks there. And Willow, heavy drop there. And lariat takedown. Willow Nightingale bringing the heat right now, taking it to Marina Shafir. Marina can't keep up right now with Willow Nightingale. Reverse back elbow and into the lariat. Willow Nightingale charged in, big boot there. Marina Shafir is defenseless right now, the sport here.
I think the former New Japan Strong Openweight Women's Champion.
Spine buster! Willow Nightingale might put that away right there. And Gabe Kidd always a handful of hair right there.
And that's pissing off Willow, and that pissed off Briscoe. He says, "Get your hands off my woman." Lariat. Gabe Kidd up and over, and Briscoe going out there with him. Oh, it's like Moxley. We know he's not afraid to put his hands on Willow Nightingale, but Speedball making sure that Moxley not getting nothing there. Oh, Maurice Affair. German suplex, and Jesus, Speedball. Heavy hand chop there by Roundhouse by Marina. Doing my best to keep up with the action right now, and a lariat by Willow. That one, Willow threw as much energy as she could in that lariat there. Everybody down and out in this action here right now. It looks like Speedball Mike Bailey could be thinking about trying to call for a tag to Willow Nightingale. Meanwhile, Moxley also up there. Tag being made and tag being made. Speedball Moxley here. Thank you for the 9. Yo, you guys are just as on fire as we were for Double or Nothing. Thank you very much.
Striking hard, striking fast, and most
Willow
importantly,
Nightingale is awesome. I've never gotten to meet her yet, but it's like Wheeler Yuta. Oh, Jesus. Speedball fell off the top rope and on the floor, probably landing on his feet there.
This is a great distraction to distract the ref. Good job by
Gabe Kidd. Oh, a torture rack toss there. Gabe Kidd went to the top. Absolute violence unfolding right there. And
is on here on Dynamite.
yeah, this matchup continued to be chaos at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Wheeler Yuta, I believe, may have thrown in the steel chair and gave the distraction that was needed right there for Aubrey Edwards to have to clear the ring from the weapons, and that allowed Wheeler Yuta to get involved there and gave the big assist for Gabe Kidd to toss Speedball Mike Bailey onto the table at the timekeeper's area. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in picture-in-picture break once again, and thank you all very much for the support. We got 9 likes. Y'all are incredible. John Moxley sending, that might have been Mark Briscoe over into the barricade, into the crowd, excuse me. The legal men that are in this matchup is John Moxley and Speedball Mike Bailey, and Briscoe quickly bringing himself back inside the ring right now. He knows that he cannot stay away from the action, but here comes Moxley charging in after a Speedball Mike Bailey on the outside of the floor. The Death Riders have taken complete control, and now it's time for Willow Nightingale and Mark Briscoe to be able to reassess here right now. Because right now it is all in the hands of the Death Riders, and better watch out for John Moxley getting himself way too close to Willow Nightingale. We know that John Moxley has no fear of getting his hands on Willow Nightingale, and I believe Aubrey Edwards is giving the count to Speedball Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey got put through the table through the timekeeper's area. Although John Moxley and the Death Riders going out there to assault the others at ringside gave Speedball Mike Bailey more time to recuperate because, Moxley's lost his mind. I think he was thinking that Aubrey Edwards counting too slow right there. If Moxley wanted to count on victory, he shouldn't have gone outside to cause more mayhem, but that's the Lord of Violence for you right there. That is John Moxley, the way that he does it. Loves to bring the fight and no remorse for anybody else on this planet, except maybe for his wife and daughter. John Moxley right now just taking his time with Speedball Mike Bailey. Could be looking for suplex. No, X-plex right there. Turning Mike Bailey inside out there. Tag being made. Here comes Gabe Kidd right now as the legal man with Speedball Mike Bailey. And as Gabe Kidd not interested in actually wrestling one to talk some trash to the others. We lost the picture-in-picture for a moment. We should be back live with Dynamite in maybe perhaps about 20 to 30 seconds. Thank you for joining in, ladies and gentlemen. Here it's been all-out chaos tonight in our opening contest in the Trios Mixed Tag match here. No off night for the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, John Moxley, had a rough night on Sunday in Anarchy in the Arena. But does John Moxley, the World Heavyweight Champion, take a night off or take a week off? That's not the world champion for you. Say what you will about John Moxley, still a man who consistently puts his body on the line every single week practically for the AEW fans. We're about to be back live right about now. There we go.
We're back live with action on Dynamite tonight. Mixed trios match kicking off the broadcast. The Death Riders and Gabe Kidd have taken control of this match. Speedball.
Oh, Speedball, Mike Bailey hung up.
has been bearing the
Cut
brunt
first.
of the punishment for the last few moments.
Oh, that was actually Moxley with the strike. And now Gabe Kidd with a side kick to the head of the head.
Imposing their will.
Side kick to the head of Mike Bailey.
Is hooked.
Gotta give it to Mike Bailey for still kicking out right there. For all the abuse that he has taken by the Death Riders here right now.
He is getting an ass whooping for sure.
Who's he talking to? Gabe Kidd talking a lot of trash on the camera, but I'm not really sure he's talking to about. He'll stop the hand right there. Moxley does. Moxley just keeping it slow, keeping it effective, which is the best thing that you can do against an opponent like Speedball and Mike Bailey. Don't quicken the pace. Keep it slow. Keep Mike Bailey grounded. You know, we saw that Speedball and Mike Bailey can go blow to blow with the Kazuchika Okada, but Enziguri strike there by Mike Bailey. Once again, Moxley is stunned here. Moxley trying to find his way to Gabe Kidd here. Tag being made, but Speedball Mike Bailey is still so far away. Oh, dropping down Briscoe. Oh, Gabe Kidd spinning in the face of Willow Nightingale. That is absolutely full of disrespect and hate there. Mike Bailey. Heavy kick to the chest right there. Gabe Kidd able to absorb it. Freaking. Oh, kick right in the face there. And Gabe Kidd rebound heavy lyric here. Statlander. This is interesting. Statlander watching what's happening unfold here right now.
With Willow.
Oh, wait a minute. Impressive by Mike Bailey. That moonsault knee drop right to the midsection. That was the biggest move that Mike Bailey could provide right now. But right now, he desperately needs to make a tag to somebody. Somebody's got to make a tag, and there it is. Briscoe, legal man now. Moxley coming in, but Briscoe chopping away, forearm away. Anything that's there, Briscoe's hitting it. Oh, Briscoe breaking free, and now Enziguri Moxley once again stunned, and now leaves the ring, and Briscoe was trying for Exploder, but Gabe Kidd breaking free, trying for pile driver, but Briscoe heavy shot to the back right there, but that did not stop Briscoe. Good God almighty. Briscoe's got some of the heaviest strike. Oh, but that's a way to stun anybody. Just start biting at somebody's face right there like Gabe Kidd did. Gabe Kidd tried to open the wound of Briscoe. Heavy chop there, and headbutt there. And a chopping headbutt there. Combinations and throwing by Gabe Kidd here right now. Briscoe able to counter free. Tried for lyrics, but this time the Exploder hits there by Briscoe. And Gabe Kidd taking the lead. Can't be pinned or submitted out there. Well, you're not safe when there's a flying Briscoe right there. Mark takes flight, and caught cannonball from the middle rope there for the ring apron, by Briscoe, and now Speedball Mike Bailey. Willow Nightingale, I think, took a dive on. Oh, hang on. Good God, buddy. Speedball Mike Bailey with that moonsault from inside the ring to the outside, taking down Moxley and Gabe Kidd. I know Mark Briscoe. Froggy Bow right now about to hit on Gabe Kidd, and now Rhea Shafir doing what she can to quickly get up, and so too is Wheeler Yuta here right now. Everything breaking down here. Aubrey Edwards doing what she can here right now. Now Briscoe looking for Froggy Bow. Unbelievable. Cover up there. Could have it won. No, Gabe Kidd breaking free the last possible moment. Statlander still watching everything from the back end. If a Froggy Bow won't do it, maybe the Chain Driller is what's going to have to hit to close the night of Gabe Kidd. Double on the hook, trying to get Gabe up right there. Oh, wait a second, there's Claudio now. Claudio did not physically get involved in the matchup here, but the distraction was enough right there.
Wait a second.
What is it?
Castagnoli.
What is it? Commander, what the hell is Commander doing here right now? Holy cow! Commander going after Claudio Castagnoli right there. What a way to save the day. To take it to Claudio Castagnoli. They'll meet Saturday night. But why wait for Saturday when you can have today? John Moxley, the World Heavyweight Champion, got the tag right now. Rear naked choke. Briscoe, though, sleep. Gets up through. Pull up. Oh, Briscoe has pinned the world champion, kicking the midsection in a paradigm shift right there, but Moxley. And now rear naked choke, but here comes Stretch McCole trying to get involved there. And now the Bulldog choke. And now everybody's got a submission hold here.
And everyone
Marina's got Willow Nightingale locked in place, and Briscoe is going out right now.
Broke up with that Bulldog choke on Briscoe. Briscoe might be
Eventually, how much fight can
Briscoe,
Briscoe did not tap out, but eventually everybody goes out there. And unfortunately, the distraction by Claudio Castagnoli worked to the advantage once again for the Death Riders.
A measure of revenge for the Death Riders and Gabe Kidd after what transpired.
And say that it wasn't affected by what Claudio Castagnoli did right there. And that is exactly what Hangman Adam Page will have to contend with as well. He doesn't have allies. He doesn't have anyone by his side except for Will Ospreay. That's the only man, but you are one man alone against an entire army when you see that the Death Riders are now with the Elite as well. It is just a whole new ballgame to try to dethrone Jon Moxley, and it might be impossible.
The Hurt Syndicate had this to say this past Sunday night.
Going right, the Hurt Syndicate, Gutsy.
Tonight was not just a momentous occasion, it was a historical occasion because two things happened tonight. This was the 5th consecutive successful title defense of the AEW Tag Team Championships and the debut of the young genius Maxwell Jacob Friedman as a full-fledged member of the Hurt Syndicate. Bobby and Shelton are the most dominant tag team in the world today. Think of any top tag team in this sport. Anyone. They beat them. Clean. Easy. These belts ain't going nowhere, and now that I am in the Hurt Syndicate, I'm going to make sure of that. And the Syndicate, we roll together, so we're all collectively going to make sure we're all strapped in gold. As far as my Triple B goes, my big, beautiful belt, my AEW World title is concerned, it will soon be around my waist. And if you find yourself in between the Hurt Syndicate and our goals, don't be surprised if you wake up face down in a pool of your own piss and blood. But hey, man, when it comes to the Syndicate, it ain't personal. It's just business.
Damn! You know, you got to admit, that was a real good line by MJF right there. And actually, that line just won me over right there, how MJF can actually fit in the Hurt Syndicate. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, if you thought the chaos and violence was going to end, you are surely mistaken, because up next, Anna Jay, Harley Cameron take on Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford and Anna Jay, no strangers to hardcore matches in AEW. And looks like we're going to go right to Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford.
Let's hear from Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford.
Megan might become the first promo.
You had to cheat to beat us. So tonight, it's a no disqualification match. Just like you always wanted.
That means you're my next sacrifice.
Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford.
And you know what? That might have been the first time I think we've ever heard Megan Bayne actually speak. And the best thing about Megan Bayne, is I've made this comparison before, and I apologize to bring his name up, is about, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. The way that they work together. Paul was the guy who did the talking. Brock didn't really need to talk. His aura alone is what was really strong about him. Megan Bayne has that type of presence about her. She doesn't need to speak, really. The way she wrestles in the ring is enough to carry her, that she doesn't have to speak, really. Her actions speak louder than her words. And I think that's one of the coolest things about Megan Bayne. So we are on commercial break right now, ladies and gentlemen. But when we come back live, it is going to be women's tag team wrestling again. But this time we up the ante, we up the stakes to get some hardcore wrestling. And I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure a black bag is going to be found. And I can guarantee you, I don't know where I was going there. I was going to say, I guarantee it won't be cheese in there, I guess. It'll be something sharp and special, son. I just had a thought, since Swerve and Hangman have lots of history, keeping in mind Death Riders and Young Bucks working together. What if Ospreay and Omega help Hangman all in? I would not hate that. I would not hate that. I would not hate that at all. Omega, I know what Kenny Omega, like, at least I think I know what Kenny Omega's got to be doing it all in. Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada, we got to start building that match. That is the match you make for All In right now. Like, if you want to make sure that fans are going to be tuning into All In, or if there are any tickets that have not been bought yet for All In, book that match now. Get it slined in there. Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada to merge the titles. That's the only, like, don't wait for like a forbidden door. Don't wait anymore. I said do not do it at Double or Nothing. As much as I would have loved to have seen that at Double or Nothing, you make that match the very first time we get Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada. You do it at All In, and right now is the time. Right now is the time to do it. So I'm hoping that tonight, or maybe Collision, but it's got to be tonight or next week, because we got to start building that match. I don't want to wait until like 2 weeks away, and now we get the announcement of Omega and Okada. No. Start building the match. I know I'm fantasizing it, but it's just the most common sense thing to do. And I don't mean to kiss ass, but Tony Khan usually gets that right there. It feels like sometimes him and I have a good brain together. So we are just moments away, ladies and gentlemen, from bringing out the weapons here and tag team action with Anna Jay, Harley Cameron, Megan Bain, and Penelope Ford. And the action was hot and fierce in the buy-in. It was chaotic in the matchup on Sunday. And I guarantee you, it ain't going to be pretty. It's going to be... Speaking of not pretty, Ricochet.
After Double or Nothing, after I had laid waste to Mark Briscoe, that I will continue my quest for gold, the quest that I had been on since day one here in AEW. But I stop and I take a second and I look around AEW and I get the lay of the land and I start to see the landscape a little for what it actually is.
Where are you at?
I see the Death Riders. I see the Ops. I see the Don Callis family. I see the Hurt Syndicate. And I think to myself, Ricochet needs a group. Ricochet needs a crew. Ricochet needs some loyal subjects that will follow and help him on his quest for gold.
Smart.
And once I find the perfect crew, then I will continue to show everybody why Ricochet is simply out of this world.
See, I want to talk real quick before we go to the action. What I love is the fact it's smart right there. I understand that some people go like, oh my God, AEW has so many factions. Right now, how you are here with the Death Riders, like Ricochet said, Death Riders, Hurt Syndicate, Don Callis family, somebody else. I'm pretty sure I forgot somebody. You need allies. We are in a time of AEW where you need friends here because nobody's safe. You need people around you. Megan Bain and Penelope Ford already bringing out the weapons right now.
With a considerable amount of recent history with their opponents.
Steel chair in hand and a trash can lid.
Where
they are prepared for war. They are prepared for the violence at hand.
Return having the back of Harley Cameron.
I love the fact that we have this, this alliance between
Ford, but then this Sunday at the buy-in, Harley Cameron, she hit her finishing move. That's what she calls it on Penelope Ford to get the win.
Wait a minute. Harley Cameron really calls her finishing move the finishing move. That is genius. Simple genius.
It was a miscarriage of justice.
And tonight we're going to settle it here.
I love the fact that Megan Bain, the goddess, has a golden chair in her hand.
Good observation there, Ian. That's exactly why I strongly assume they have those weapons: steel chair and a gold chair. A gold chair and a trash can. That's so.
Oh, that's right. Harley Cameron's got a new theme song, I think. Oh, it is. Well, the Cowgirls have brought the plunder as well. Anna Jay and Harley Cameron got some cowboy style with them here, and they got the 2x4 right now. Here we go. That's a good idea, Colin. I love that idea there. And right now, Megan Bain going after Harley Cameron here right now, and Anna Jay has got the steel chairs in hand, bringing in more of them here. And you're going to need all those weapons to stop the goddess Megan Bain. And Penelope Ford putting a stopper to stop Anna Jay right there.
Now Megan Bain,
And
though,
now
the first person to pick one up.
steel chair placed in the corner right now. Megan Bain trying to wedge that thing in there.
There's a lot of weapons.
Penelope Ford, Anna Jay keeping the action on the outside right now, keeping each other separated, which is a great plan by Penelope Ford there. Keep Anna Jay away there.
With Harley Cameron
Megan
in
Bain.
the corner.
Oh my goodness! He tried for a cannonball in the corner.
Smashes into that
Harley
chair
Cameron moved out of the way, and
Maybe if you knew
Gravity
AEW
did the rest of the work
Pro
as
Wrestling,
Megan
you watch
fell
it,
right
no
into the
DQ
steel
is no
chair.
disqualification. So that's why all these weapons
And right
roll
now,
out.
DDT, they're on the trash can lid there. Cover up already, and Megan Bain saving the day right there.
We're banging on a trash
Megan
can.
Bain, you got to give her credit. She's already moving right now.
And this
After
is
taking a hard shot to the back there. Speaking of hard shot, 2x4 there by Anna Jay there, but that did not stop Megan Bain at all right there.
Wait a second, Harley.
Well, I'll tell you what might stop her right now. Harley Cameron's got a lead pipe in hand. Oh, nothing. She's absorbed that impact there. That was a little bit. Oh, Jesus. Nobody stopping that. Oh, good God almighty. Oh, how many shots can one woman take to the back right there? Good God almighty, Penelope, you got to get in there, girl, right now. How was Megan Bain still standing right there? How much can the back take? And right there, she didn't need a weapon. Megan Bain is a weapon. Double lariat taking down Anna Jay and Harley Cameron. The one-woman wrecking crew is here right now. The goddess is here to lay waste
I don't believe she
to the
intends to
peasants
invite anybody
here.
to take a seat, at least willingly.
And right now, Megan Bain going to go for a suplex to Harley Cameron in the chair. Take a seat. Nope.
Firmly on that chair,
Harley
Harley.
Cameron. Oh, Megan Bain falling face first in the steel chair. Oh, my God. Right in the back of the chair. To the face of Megan Bain. And now Penelope Ford saving the day here. Saving Megan Bain here.
By Megan Bain, Tess. She knew she was in
Penelope
danger.
Ford got to step up the game here right now. Harley
She got
Cameron and Anna Jay.
Absolutely, it was very
Surprisingly, this is completely one-sided here right now.
What the hell's Harley got in mind here? Harley.
Gonna go Russian leg sweep and oh, super kick there. Penelope Ford, back of her head hits the chair. Cover up there. Megan Bain completely out of it there. There was not going to be anyone to save Penelope Ford. She was on her own there. Fans are chanting, "We want the tables!" And let's see if the ladies are going to deliver on the fans' desire. You want it, you got it. There's the table.
Everything's bigger in Texas. That has nothing to do with what's going on, but here it is. Penelope and Harley setting up the table.
Fans, looks like we're going to go into picture break here right now.
Continues live on Dynamite.
All right, here we go. Yep, we're going picture break here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, do not look away at all. Do not leave because we are still here with a hardcore match here. Anything can happen in the picture break here. Always like Megan Bain, belly-to-belly suplex and cutter there by Penelope Ford. Megan Bain got Anna Jay, I believe, and Penelope caught Harley Cameron. Again, these two have not really been using any weapons at all. Have Megan Bain and Penelope Ford. They've been utilizing weapons for themselves there, or they've been utilizing themselves as the weapons. Oh, wait a minute, spoke too soon because now Penelope Ford with a trash can placing it over the head of Harley Cameron. That one has to wonder who's going to go charging in there. Megan Bain just going to launch Penelope Ford. Drop kick right there into the trash can. And that's going to hurt like hell there. The sound of vibrations through the ears of Harley Cameron as well there. But Harley breaking free. Kicking out there. Excuse me, I'm going to take a quick drink break here. I believe Penelope Ford was choking on Harley Cameron there. And no disqualification, so she can hold that chokehold as long as she wants. When one table is not enough, you best be ready because here comes a second one. Megan Bain and Penelope Ford bringing in the table on the inside of the ring right now. And now Harley Cameron and Harley Cameron and Anna Jay trying to regroup here right now, just trying to collect themselves and bring themselves up to a standing position here right now. everything was completely one-sided for Anna Jay and Harley Cameron just moments ago, but now Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford have completely taken control over this entire matchup here right now. They got the table set up in the corner, and I have a feeling that they're not going to wait long before putting someone through that table. Clubbing blow to the back right now, and Megan Bayne, she's got Anna Jay for a firewoman's carry position here right now. Going to toss her right through the table. And boom, the firewoman's carry, her Death Valley driver, if you will, through the table right there. And now the cover about to be made right there. Going to put this away here right now. Could things be over the picture, but no, it is not to be because Harley Cameron saving the day right there. Bad positioning by Penelope Ford there, I will say. She was not paying enough attention. Well, firewoman's carry by Penelope Ford right now. And she might be thinking Death Valley driver, but no, Harley Cameron. Oh, spin out slam there. And Harley Cameron with a neck breaker there, dead center of the ring there. And now Penelope trying to roll herself away there. Cover up there, but Harley Cameron making a mistake because Megan Bayne was just centimeters away. Waist lock control and deadlifting her for a German suplex right now. As Megan Bayne pulling Harley Cameron up by the hair right there. Normally, the referee would say, don't do that. But, again, this being no disqualification here, these women can do whatever the hell they want to each other. And the goddess Megan Bayne just scraping her boot across the face of Harley Cameron, with no respect at all given to Harley Cameron. Positioning Harley up on the ring apron. Megan Bayne is about to go join her out there. Thank you all for joining in as we are back live with AEW Dynamite.
No disqualification match live tonight on Dynamite. Megan
Bayne about to go Uranage. Oh no! Harley Cameron breaking free.
The table that's set up in front of our broadcast position.
Back to the midsection. Harley right now.
Desperately.
Wait a minute, sunset flip. Trying to get the bomb. Megan Bayne holding on for dear life. Oh, Anna Jay recovering already. Teetering and tottering. Megan Bayne slipping on through. Oh, wait a minute, though. Holding on for dear life.
To the back of Penelope Ford.
And steel chair off the skull right there. Megan Bayne goes down through the table. Wow. The goddess may be out of it right now. And now Penelope Ford, the only woman in the ring right now, the only woman left to take care of this matchup. Nice pump kick there.
Taking advantage back inside the ring.
Firewoman's carried by Penelope Ford.
Penelope, not to waste time. Even though our partner's down and out.
Oh, gut crushing impact there by Penelope.
The lung blower.
Got a stick and move. She's going to keep us fast right now.
Anna,
She's going
just a few
to go into
moments ago,
overtime here.
saw her on the receiving end of that Death Valley.
Standing moonsault, but unfortunately,
the Death Valley driver
for Penelope Ford, Anna Jay moved and she went face first in the steel chair.
There on the moonsault.
Harley Cameron trying to pick herself up there to make sure this matchup now becomes a handicap match. A 2-on-1 here. Megan Bayne is apparently already up here at Wheelbarrow, and Megan Bayne is not going to allow for what happened on Sunday to happen again. Harley Cameron went face first in the steel stairs, but everybody laid out here.
After that.
What's up, son?
Yeah, I had a feeling. I looked off this monitor and looked right to my right here when he's.
Wait. Oh, hang on, wait.
Oh, Megan Bayne!
Was that really that bad?
First of the steel ring steps.
You might be wrong on that one there, Hassan.
I mean, Harley could possibly be done after
right
that.
Now.
And referee Paul Turner. Yeah, I had a feeling. I looked off this monitor and looked.
It's weird.
Right
it looked like Harley may have gotten her hands up, but.
And I could see. We're going to take a replay look, another look, I should say, on the replay of this. Here we go.
Because it didn't look. It's weird because Harley, it looked like she got her hands up there, but referee's like calling over the doctor right now and immediately rushed over. Definitely, Harley bleeding. That's like from her mouth. That could be from Harley pushing the doctor away. She's not going nowhere. Feel the wrath indeed. Harley Cameron goes down right now. Oh, that's definitely the nose. So she might have a broken nose. And Anna Jay go right down. Oh, and Megan Bayne saving last possible moment.
A great move. Would have ended the match in my opinion, but it's the Mega Sissin.
And now Fate's descent.
Now looking for She's setting that chair up. Yeah, Excalibur,
She's
that
trying
chair.
it.
I think it's going to be the fates to set.
Fates to set right there.
Maybe the face of Anna Jay broken as well. As Anna
And-
covering up the cover made. 2. And
Harley saves the day right now, but
Flying in out of nowhere. It has this
Harley
burst
definitely
of
trying to make sure
adrenaline.
that Megan Bain feels the right move.
Harley Cameron.
Lariat and flying lariat there
Performance
by
by
Megan
Harley.
Bain.
As she gets taken off her
Gotta
feet
put
with
it
a
away.
huge lariat from Megan
Gotta
Bain.
do it, right?
The cover made and
No!
Harley still
Harley
in this
Cameron
match.
will make sure
You
everyone
can see
feels
the
the wrath,
face
but
right
she's
there
not
of
afraid
Bain.
of
She
feeling
is
some
like,
wrath of
what
her
do I need
own.
to do here?
She pushes to the blood. She
Harley
pushes to the
and
pain.
Anna both
This
showing
is
so much fortitude
Harley
and toughness
Cameron right
and heart.
now showing the toughness.
The resilience on display
And now
here.
before-
Excalibur. Look
Oh,
at
man,
this
there's
Bain
still
now
a
just
chair right
tossing
in her
chairs
face right there.
at Harley Cameron.
Referee.
Right in front of our broadcast position, Doc Sampson is attending to Anna Jay, so it seems like
And now
both
before
Anna
it's still
and Harley
staggered and
banged
dazed
up
after
at
what
this
happened to
point,
her
and this could be
by Anna Jay.
the end of the night. They were looking for this.
Harley and
On
Penelope, sorry,
Sunday,
Megan
Harley
Bain.
reversed it. As
What?
now,
Stop. Sorry, my echo wanted to talk.
Harley Cameron goes
Doomsday
down.
device.
1, 2, 3.
And Harley Cameron, or excuse me, Megan Bain and Penelope Ford get the win. Hopefully Harley Cameron's okay right there.
And Harley, you could just see Harley's face. I mean, it's a mess. I mean, she's going to need the medical attention, her arm, everything. She's all messed up. Both Anna and Harley, guys, they both showed so much heart and toughness throughout this whole battle.
Right now,
Yeah, but the oh wait, now Megan Bain not
Megan Bain is going to show the whole world what a goddess is willing to
Harley
do.
Cameron is Doc Sampson. Yeah,
Doesn't
both
matter
Anna
who you
and
are.
Harley going to need
I'll
medical
bloody
attention
you
after
all.
this.
I'll damage you all.
And Anna
Anna's got some kind of a gash on her nose. Jeez, oh my God.
Why is the doctor? Look like the doctor was trying to go like in the eyes here. I don't know. Doctor knows better than me.
The AEW Women's World Championship will go face to face with the winner of the 2020.
Oh, well, if you're going to arrive, you might as well arrive in style. Mercedes 4 belts Monet arriving now for the TBS Women's Champion and all the other champions that she's got right there. And the newly won Owen Hart Cup champion as well. Mercedes arriving, looked like maybe Rob's a lowrider, I'm not sure.
Mercedes Monet making an arrival in style here, Ian.
Lowrider.
Yes, okay, I was
Absolutely,
right.
the bling on display. That brand new, beautiful pink championship belt.
Mercedes and Timeless Tony Storm
Number
will
one
meet for the
contender,
very
the women
first
that will
time
challenge for the
on
Women's World
AEW here
Championship
tonight.
all in Texas
And
on Saturday, July
moving on.
12th. Mercedes Monet and Timeless Tony Storm face to face. Still to come
Oh,
tonight.
we're getting the opposite right now. Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Katsura Shibata. They were victorious in Anarchy in the arena, but a big story as well unfolded is the fact I'm ready for Mercedes no belts. Damn, Kong. Why you gotta hate? There is an untold story that needs to be shown right now is the fact that Hook returned to Anarchy in the arena, going after Claudio Castagnoli on Sunday. But after the damage was done to Claudio, he ran away. He walked away. He did not go in there to embrace Samoa Joe. And we're about to take a look at that right now. Hook had made his return with a golf club. Samoa Joe was looking for that embrace right there, and clearly Hook did not appear to be happy about what happened there.
Hook's his own guy.
I don't know if they're going to turn Hook heel. Could they do that? I don't know.
You and your friend bros destroyed our house at the party last night. My brother and his friends were hurting here all night. How can we
And Miracles being accompanied by Jack Jameson, the team of Preston Vance, Rick Garrison, and Cole Carter. The Frat House.
The Frat House arriving in El Paso last night and immediately
This team here is clearly they're from Ring of Honor, the frat house, and they are just complete ridiculous, and that's gonna be that's quite hilarious. Well, I mean, these guys, Griff Garrison and Preston Vance, I'm glad to see Preston Vance doing something, but Preston Vance, I think he was originally with La Facción, but that might have been when Andrade El Idolo was leading La Facción and not Rouge. Yo, can I be part of the frat house?
All right. So last night, we were hanging out at Shifty's Dive right here in El Paso, Texas. And we were throwing.
You know you have to suck when they call out your hometown and you still get booed.
Of our world famous frat house pledge parties. And we're traveling the country throwing these parties looking for our next member. But you know what? When I was downtown last night, I saw a sign. You guys have a saying here that I really like. It's El Paso Strong.
All right. These guys putting over the town good, yeah.
But that doesn't really make any sense because all the guys are weak and skinny and the girls are all fat and ugly.
Oh, damn. Y'all were putting them over, now you're putting them down.
Hey, needless to say, we did not find a new member, but that's okay because we're not leaving empty-handed. We're walking out of here tonight, the new Trios Champions.
Boys, I got some news for you. A for effort, but failed to win.
Well, the sophomore behavior of the frat house.
And the number one rule is win or lose, we boo! Boo!
Preston Vance, you are putting yourself way too close to Samoa Joe, you idiot.
On the outside as Joe
Griff upgrade from varsity to frat boy. Hell yeah, graduated. Went from varsity all the way to college. Frat boys ain't gonna have enjoyed this here right now. Samoa Joe, Preston Vance throwing the corner. Preston Vance maybe. Oh no! Barrel roll legs hit there by Joe. Senton to the spine. Let's take it away from Griff Garrison as well here right now. Whose frat house? Whose house? Frat house. That's good. That's really funny. Oh, wait a second. Joe looking to share the wealth here right now. Here comes Katsuyori Shibata right now. We love to see a little bit of Shibata-san.
That had to be
Shibata with Griff Garrison.
I would say in the
Griff, terrible decision. Don't chop Shibata.
Hand feeling a little bit better.
You're not going to win that. You cannot hurt Shibata like that. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Griff Garrison, he's trying. Like I said, A for effort, but Shibata just walking right in those forearms. He's saying, please, give me more. I thought you were a frat boy. Ain't you supposed to be strong? How about this? Hesitation drop kick.
Hit his mark right there.
This will end when the ops want it to end. Front neck lock suplex there. Shibata into the cover right now. Griff Garrison, I would have just taken the loss there right now, my friend. Because right now the punishment is about to continue. And now, in comes Cole Carter.
Cole Carter, an accomplished amateur.
You know, I forgot that Griff Garrison and Cole Carter were part of Maria Bennett's action that she was building, but since Maria left Ring of Honor, they had to do something else. The meat is flowing. The big man is in. Powerhouse Hobbs is throwing those meats around. The lariats are in. And one more time, down goes Cole Carter. And now it's time to bring up those big meats. The straps are down, and that usually means it's all over soon enough. Well, that was a decision by Preston Vance to go after. Wait a second. Jack Jameson. Oh, a paddleboard right off the spine on Hobbs there. I'm surprised that Jameson set up and over. I don't know who that guy is, but you got spine buster. And now you get a spine buster. The front house is sending in their boys just to get spine busted. Rinse and repeat. You get a spine buster. You get a spine buster. And now paddleboard, and no, not going to happen. And you get a spine buster. How many more people can get spine buster? Colt Carter, he got caught slipping. You get up, you go down. Spine Buster City. My God, that may have been 6 or 7 spine busters. Oh my God. Talk about meat mania. Spine Buster Loco Crazy. That was Hobbs right there, baby.
Maybe a little too much fun last night for the frat house as the
Body's laid out, cups are laid out, the drinks have been spilled. The frat house may not be leaving with gold, but maybe they can go have a good time later on. Go back to the house, boys, and play some video games or something. I don't know. Don't let the sour night turn you down.
Look great.
Still much more to come tonight on Dynamite. It was announced this past Sunday that next week, Fighter Fest is a special 4-hour.
How the hell? 4 hours, dude. 4 hours of AEW television in one sitting. How? How can you do that? I don't know, but we're about to find out. I guess if we can do it on a pay-per-view, we can do it. That's crazy. Oh, shoot, guys. Coming up next, Adam Cole and Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship. Man, oh, man, that's going to be a good one right there. That's been building up for weeks on end right there. And, well, if Adam Cole is smart, he'll make sure that he's got the rest of the Paragon by his side there, because we know that Kyle Fletcher won't be walking out alone there. We know that Kyle Fletcher will have the bodyguard of Lance Archer and, of course, Don Callis right there. And, well, with how many members we have of the Don Callis family, Kyle Fletcher could bring out Konosuke Takeshita. He could bring out RPG Vice. I mean, you know, there's an unlimited amount of bodies that, you know, Kyle Fletcher could bring out. But he should not bring out Josh Alexander. Josh has got to make sure that he's all set and ready for Brody King tonight. That's gonna be the main event then. Josh and Brody King right there. Thank you all for joining in. And again, thank you all so much for the 9 likes there. I mean, my God. I mean, that's about as much likes as we get for pay-per-view night. So you guys have been on fire tonight. Thank you very much for that. Who won the last match? The last match, the Ups won that one, Renegade. Unsurprisingly, because they were up against Frat House. They are not an enhancement talent. They are kept on Ring of Honor. But no Hook. There was no Hook to confront the Ups at all. Unless Hook will be shown later on tonight. Maybe we'll come back live. But when we come back live, it is set to be Adam Cole against Kyle Fletcher. Not just in a match, but for the TNT Championship here tonight. Man, I thought that would have been built for a pay-per-view match, but we are just, you know, given the opportunity there to Kyle Fletcher. It was on Sunday that the Paragon fell to the Don Callis family with a victory for them. I think I agree with you on that one, Hassan. I think Adam Cole wins tonight. Or I don't know. Because, like, I don't want Kyle Fletcher to lose the match, you know, because I feel like that would be weird for Kyle Fletcher to lose the match, but Adam Cole's title reign just begun. I mean, Adam Cole, the worst part about Adam Cole's title reign, I mean, I know it just started, but the fact is that you know, Cole's title reign, he won against Daniel Garcia, and then he's just been stuck with the whole trio stuff with the Paragon. And I understand they're a faction, but, like, you know, they need to stop this. What I would love to see, I said this on Sunday, I want to see Undisputed Kingdom against the Paragon. I want to see, like, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven going after Adam Cole, because they, like, ever since Cole and O'Reilly and Roderick Strong have reunited, where's Matt Taven? Where's Mike Bennett? I don't know if they're injured or something. I don't know if they're back on Ring of Honor. I'm not sure. I haven't been watching Ring of Honor, but it's just like, what the hell? Well, before we go to
Texas, and right now the remarkable
our TNT title match, Renee in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for a woman that fought her heart out this past Sunday at Double or Nothing, Jamie Hayter.
Well, this is going to be upsetting here for Jamie Hayter because while she wanted to be able to come out here tonight and speak, she would have much rather have come out to have been the victor at Double or Nothing to face Timeless Tony Storm. The man, Jamie Hayter, put on a hell of a performance. And sometimes what happened to Jamie Hayter, you just get caught in a small package. Like Jamie Hayter got caught there by Mercedes Moné. We're about to find out what's next for Jamie Hayter. Wanted this time to speak.
Jamie, unfortunately, you were not able to overcome Mercedes Moné in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. I know that you were concerned about what the future would look like for you on the other side of the tournament. Have you had time to think about what's next for you yet?
Well, Renee, that is the question.
What?
Well, the lights have gone out.
Now, the lights are out here in El Paso, and
but
I apologize for this, folks. This is a technical issue that we're trying to address. And what is?
Tekla, the toxic spider. Oh, damn. Level Jamie Hayter. Tekla, who most recently was competing in Stardom in Japan. And that was until she was fired with cause for striking not just a company official, for striking the president of the company. Damn, it's just stepping over Hayter. Whoa! Francia Jones, Tekla, the Austrian badass. In her words,
yo, guys, I've never seen Tekla before, but what a way to make your introduction to one of the heaviest hitters.
All of Mexico, the talisman of CMLL.
Now, somebody was telling me about Tekla on Sunday, and right prediction, right?
Mystico is something special. CMLL continues to make waves in the United States, and Mystico, by far the most famous luchador.
And I am very, from just the first setting, the sighting that I had of Tekla right there, I am very, very interested to see what this woman is going to provide to all Elite Wrestling bros. When we thought that the women's division was already getting better, now she's like, there's a new woman here. And like I said, I'm not trying to just, fanboy already, just because AEW talent, so it's like, I gotta, be hyped about them. But the way that they just presented her, that's the way you just introduce her. Go right after Jamie Hayter, knock her down, forearm, stare right in the camera, and literally, she's called a toxic spider, and she had like the backflip, the spider pose like Bray Wyatt would do, and she literally looks scary as hell right there. Yeah, you're right. 2 months. We're in All In Texas, Hassan. Yeah, we're coming in hot. We're coming in very quick.
Second one call is for the TNT Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just moving along right now. I mean, I didn't even realize how close we are to the end of the show here right now. Kyle Fletcher and Adam Cole. Kyle Fletcher with a huge opportunity for himself to score his first ever AEW gold. Kyle Fletcher, a former Ring of Honor World Television Champion, looking to elevate himself to another television championship, the TNT Championship. I didn't even realize that until I put 2 and 2 together right there. Lance Archer, you better not be wearing sunglasses.
In his team's victory this past Sunday night at Double or Nothing, it was Fletcher landing the sheer drop brain.
I love that brain buster by Kyle Fletcher. I think Kyle Fletcher has the best brain buster right now in the business. The way that he hits it.
Getting some unexpected reinforcements from Brody King, Tomohiro Ishii,
and Tanahashi. That was a surprise right there, Tanahashi. At Double or Nothing right there.
Situation for sure.
But now
Kyle Fletcher got the beat down on Double or Nothing, but now tonight looking to take away the beat down he suffered at Double or Nothing to move up here to take on the TNT champion, Adam Cole, baby.
Panama City, Florida. With 194 pounds, he is the reigning and defending
Adam Cole.
champion.
I don't know if this is Adam Cole's first title defense since defeating Daniel Garcia to the TNT champion. I might be mistaken about that one there. But Adam Cole doing a terrible decision, not bringing out anybody from the Paragon. I think that's always a mistake to walk out alone right there. I respect the drive, but I question the stupidity of a decision like that. Have one guy to watch your back right there. Well, you know what time it is, everybody.
Taking over this company.
We always got to do it. When Adam Cole is here, we got to drop the... Always got to drop that boom, baby. Kyle Fletcher
Trying to intimidate Adam Cole, but
not even giving Adam Cole
These people love Adam Cole's Excalibur. They love him because he's exactly
Kyle
like
Fletcher just not even sweating Adam Cole, but Adam Cole
you can't take hope to the bank,
Kyle
but you can take
Fletcher,
Kyle Fletcher to the bank.
one of the greatest talents right now in the future for only wrestling here. This man's gone toe-to-toe with some of the best that AEW has had to offer. And right now, Kyle Fletcher looking to add his first ever AEW gold here
Kyle
tonight.
Fletcher stepping up to Adam Cole to challenge for the TNT
Toe-to-toe
Championship
here right now.
tonight.
Both guys are heavy strikers with their feet, but I think I might give the advantage to Kyle Fletcher.
Pro wrestling resume.
But Texas loves Adam Cole here right now.
Absolutely, 17
Cheering him on,
championships, the
loud
only
and proud.
three-time ROH champion.
Rock up
44
there.
AEW wins.
Obviously,
And
Kyle
honestly, I see
Fletcher will have a little bit more
trajectory
of the upper
of
body
Kyle
strength on
Fletcher's
Adam
career
Cole.
moving along the
And
same
I'm not trying to
wavelengths
say
and paths
about that
Adam
because of
Cole
Cole's
has.
body.
Did a fan win to be an
Yeah,
announcer
but
for a
Kyle
night
Fletcher
contest? Is that
sometimes
why you're
is his
here,
own worst
Rick
enemy.
Cabani?
His arrogance
There's no mirroring
is
of
sometimes
anything
could be
here.
his downfall.
I was giving your man a compliment.
Kyle Fletcher has gone callous
Lock
in
it
his
there
corner,
again.
and that's
Cole
all you
right
need
now,
to know.
waist lock control here.
Oh, collar elbow tie up.
Well, he doesn't just have you, Don. He's
Cole
got your
trying
whole
for himself,
family.
German
in this
suplex,
corner.
and now Kyle Fletcher
Good mat return there by
taking him
Kyle.
up and over, and now
That's the
Kyle
size advantage
showing
here
off
on
those
the
muscles
TNT
right there.
Size isn't everything, though.
I thought to you it was.
Because here's the thing.
Trying to intimidate Adam Cole right now is Kyle Fletcher. That's not going to happen. Cole's not going to be intimidated by anybody here.
And he's a very dangerous technician.
Cole right now trying to wrestle
Ian,
Kyle
among
Fletcher
those
down, but
athletes
it's
you
just
were
not going to
mentioning,
happen.
one that you omitted was the fact that Adam Cole,
Shoulder
the
tackle right there by Fletcher.
the winner of the inaugural
Fletcher is making this
Owen
look
Hart
easy.
Foundation
Adam Cole's got
men's
to change
tournament.
his game
And
plan
that is something
because
that
right now
Kyle
nothing
O'Reilly
is
was not
working
able to
for the
replicate this
TNT
year,
champion.
Listen, what we want
Able to escape right
is
now,
we
Cole.
want the best.
Throwing
And
the
to me,
form.
Adam Cole represents the
Cole
best.
trying to throw
We
those
don't wanna
rapid fire
beat
strikes
tomato
there, but
cans. We want to beat greatness, and that's
Kyle
what we're
Fletcher
doing here
might make
tonight.
this match look easy right now.
floating over.
Oh, that was a
Boot.
shot to the midsection, right to the
Well, I
back
think
there.
Fletcher knows that Cole just got a little dinged up there.
Enziguri, oh,
Maybe he was
wait a
gonna
minute.
toss him for a second.
Can I hear that
Floating
again? Hold
over.
on.
Boot. Catching Cole. Now,
Well, I
Enziguri.
think Fletcher knows that Cole just got a little dinged up there.
Damn!
Maybe not. Maybe he was playing
I know
possum
that
for a
Cole
second.
slapped his leg with that kick right there, but guys, it sounded like a thunderclap with that Enziguri. That was fucking heavy as hell. When you think about how hard Cole slapped his leg for that, that was fucking nice.
All in London.
Right now, Adam Cole. No time for Cole to be
It really
trying.
is a
Adam Cole
testament to the
baby
growth of
taunt.
Kyle Fletcher. That's a compliment,
Taking
Don.
too much time away from Fletcher.
Did you say something?
Charging in. Oh, wait, hang on.
There
Cole.
sends Kyle Fletcher
Instead of
up and
Fletcher
over
up
the
and over. Super kick there. What a rebound for Adam Cole right now. Regrouping here.
Yeah, he really put Fletcher
Fletcher
pretty
on the
good
outside
there.
of four right now.
Fletcher spilling the outside. Adam Cole.
Adam Cole
Remember
going to
with
go on
that
the ring apron here right now.
devastating ankle injury.
Could be thinking
Since
about
he's returned
Panama
to action.
Sunrise, the outside foot.
Look at
Oh, wait a
this.
sec.
Oh,
Are you
This is
kidding me right now?
This is what I'm talking
RPG
about.
Vice out
Strength in
here.
numbers.
And exactly this is what you needed to remember about here. But Adam Cole's not alone because there is the Paragon right there. Robert Strong, Kyle O'Reilly right there making the save. But remember about the Don Callis family, how many numbers they have. Oh my God, damn, the leg slapping.
Right there. Good job by
Love
Fletcher.
it.
He saw the opening and he struck.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Jeez.
The power bomb
Adam Cole putting his head on the apron, and this match continues. I'm going to go check on.
Somebody, oh my God. Oh, Jesus, guys, Jesus.
Famous trophy in all of sports, right?
I wonder if Kyle Fletcher. Oh, Jesus, that was bad. That was like the whiplash, like Cole, his neck, like literally the upper part of his neck, which is like the least amount of fat you have in the neck right there, like whipped down on the fucking ring apron. It wasn't a back, that was the neck. I don't even know how the fuck like the doctor was not called over there. Oh my, I don't even know how the hell Adam Cole could tell the referee, yeah, I'm cool, man. Oh, Jesus. That looks so fucking bad. It's the worst thing. You see these things that look so bad when these wrestlers get hit like that. And then, like, when you're watching the elite level of All Elite Wrestling and you see that type of shit, and you're like, I guess I just gotta trust that somehow they're okay. Because they're still wrestling. If it was bad, they should stop, right? But it's just, oh man. Anyways, that was just really bad. Anyways, we'll get back to talking about the picture-in-picture match with Kyle Fletcher and Adam Cole. But Fletcher was just choking out Adam Cole across and now what Don Callis right now? Don Callis choking Adam Cole, and not only choking him out, but of course Cole the back of his neck against the bottom rope right there. Putting pressure on the neck right there. This match, I mean, for the most part, has been one-sided here right now. Kyle Fletcher has been in control. I mean, there's been a couple of spots for Adam Cole here right now when it comes to throwing super kicks and an enziguri, but for the most part, this has been all Kyle Fletcher in this matchup for the TNT Championship here. Kyle Fletcher doesn't need members of the Don Callis family. RPG Vice were out there for a moment, but Paragon quickly put a stop to that one. Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong did right there. But right now, it has just been all Kyle Fletcher here right now. Looking for perhaps a body slam right there, center of the ring right now. Kyle Fletcher has not gone for a single cover in this matchup, if I'm not mistaken here right now. Kyle Fletcher just taking his time over on Adam Cole right now, making this look easy. But he better be careful. We know how quickly a match can end if you can just get caught in a small package or a roll-up. 3 counts happen just like that, but Kyle Fletcher, another body slam right there. And that's not just affecting the back right there. You got to imagine that the back of the neck as well, too, with the whiplash effect of being slammed on the mat like that there. Kyle Fletcher, just this one-sided and now just a ground and pound right now. Fletcher, I don't know if he's trying to embarrass Adam Cole right now, working a chin lock right there. Center of the ring here. Again, this is a rest hold, but at the same time, keeping the pressure on your opponent. And if Cole's trapped this for too long, he's going to go night-night. But Cole right now already making his way up to a vertical base there.
AEW Dynamite, the TNT Championship on the line. Kyle Fletcher, the challenger in full control of Adam Cole, the champion. And it all began just a few moments ago, that powerbomb where Cole, it seemed like the back of his neck struck the ring, and it's been all Kyle Fletcher since then, Taz.
Absolutely, and the ring, around the ring is a corner bead, like metal, like a right-angled steel, that goes all the way around the ring. And that's a really dangerous spot to hit anyone's body.
We might,
Fletcher with intent trying to hurt
nice
the champ, which I
forearms.
don't think is wrong.
Really drilled
Adam Cole.
Another body slam, man.
Can I just point out that the reason he was on the floor was that he kicked
Adam
Kyle
Cole
Fletcher
is
to the floor.
really
So
hurting
he
right
has
now.
himself to thank for that, in my opinion.
Well, that was before.
Adam Cole needs some type of defense here. Fletcher's going to charge in. Cole gets him a super kick. Cole's very destructive with those super kicks. But man, he's got an opening right now as the TNT champion.
Don't count him out.
Needs something more right now.
Back into this TNT Championship match.
Adam Cole bring himself up, and the crowd going wild right now as Cole.
Really behind Cole.
Rolling the form right now is Fletcher. Cole right now. Continuing to fire. Lariat there by Adam Cole right there. And now the pace quickening a little bit. Bicycle pump kick there by Adam Cole, baby. Fletcher staggered and dazed. Cole right now trying to get him up for a fireman's carry.
But right now,
Fletcher though stopping that in his tracks there.
In his tracks.
All right, way to go, Taz. No, bicycle poke kick.
Or maybe not.
Rebound up. Ooh, Shigeroshi right there. Right on the back of Kyle Fletcher. Cover up there. 2.5 right there. Amazing how Adam Cole is able to come back from this.
Champion. He's showing that resilience now, Don.
Absolutely. Listen, Adam Cole is an all-timer. He's fantastic.
I agree. I think I agree with that.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch, Don. Adam Cole.
Adam Cole right now trying to set himself up. Panama Sunrise.
He's looking for Panama Sunrise.
Not going to be a nice vacation for Fletcher. Where's the Fletcher? Rolls up Cole right there and almost had it right there. Make out Super King. No, wait. Fletcher into a half Nelson suplex. Adam Cole puts himself in the corner right now, and that's the worst position you can be in. Fletcher with a running kick, and now sheer drop rain. Oh no, Cole! Panama knee drop rain buster. Cole right now. How quickly Cole is able to counter out. Panama Sunrise. Fletcher on his knees, and it's not going to end well for Fletcher. It's just about to be a. What is that? Josh Alexander. Wait a minute now. Josh Alexander coming involved in this match right now, forcing a disqualification. Championship will retain, of course, like that there. But for Don Callis, better to suffer a loss like this than perhaps a loss. And perhaps to suffer a loss by a pinfall right now.
To incapacitate the TNT champion.
And Adam Cole getting beaten down here right now, and Paragon may still be busy involved with RPG Vice.
Battling with RPG Vice, but
well, right now, Josh Alexander, your opponent, is going to make a beeline for the win right now. The Dog Father. That's terrible. Brody King, steel chair in hand. And you better get out of there right now. Lance Archer is wearing sunglasses.
Oh, streaming to ringside, trying to separate these two athletes, fans.
I have security.
We need to restore some order here tonight on Dynamite. But coming up next, Josh Alexander, Brody King, one-on-one. Next.
Why do we need security up there? Sounds a little bit weird. All right. I am actually going to take this opportunity to take a quick little break. Turn that down. All right, completely silent. I will be back in just a moment, guys. Our main event is going to come next of Brody King and Josh Alexander. One of these two individuals will move on for the fatal four-way matchup to take on Kenny Omega, I think next week on Dynamite when we have a 4-hour, you heard it right, 4 hours of Dynamite wrestling. Holy cow. So I'll be back in just a moment. right. We're back. Guys, we should be back with Dynamite in perhaps about, I'm thinking 20 to 30, 20 seconds maybe. Thank you for joining in. We are moments away from our main event of Brody King against Josh Alexander here. One of these two individuals are going to be moving on to be facing Kenny Omega next week in the Fatal 4-Way matchup. You vote for Josh Alexander. You know what? I'm going to go with you on that, Hassan. I'm going to go with Josh Alexander winning this matchup. I think that we might get some help from one of the members of the Don Callis family to help out Josh Alexander there. It would be cool if we get Buddy Matthews back on the same night to try to cancel out the Don Callis family, but I don't think Buddy Matthews is ready yet.
Where security is
oh, there's the hangout right now. Security, we're trying to keep these guys away from each other here to ensure that we can get things started for the show and not break down during the commercial break. And they had it for a moment there, but now they're alive. They threw security away, and they are not wasting any moment. Brody King brutalizing Josh Alexander.
That match, will it be Josh Alexander?
Josh Alexander throwing the corner. Here comes Big Bad Brody, but Big Boot the face. Josh Alexander top rope and a drop kick there. Josh Alexander needed a big move like that to drop down the big man. Brody King right now. Stop the spine.
Josh Alexander, Brody King, who earlier this month.
Josh Alexander about to choke out Brody King with his own shirt there. Last night I chose Destination X on NBC. That's cool.
Championship from Kenny Omega.
Oh,
Alexander in his
grossed out there by Alexander, rubbing that shirt up against the lower regions.
Of course, this is what he does. He's the greatest Canadian ring tactician of all time.
Brody King with Brody with a counter. Josh Alexander up and over, back by drop down there.
You're looking at the greatest of all time from Canada.
As Brody King right now able to quickly regain control here. Where's that? Josh Alexander on the where's that? Brody King right now? He's got his t-shirt in hand. And he said, oh no, wait a minute now. They're playing around with a t-shirt right there. Got the face covered there. Clubbing blows the chest of Brody King right now, punishing the chest of Josh Alexander, tossing him on the wayside on the outside of forward. And here's where Brody King is able to really do a lot of damage. Well, the shirt goes to a lucky fan. Oh, wow, that was right to the nose right there, right to the bridge of the nose of that forearm. Brody right now. Josh, you better duck. Oh, he does as Brody chops the steel turnbuckle post there. Good God almighty. Now Brody ace and chest first into the steel turnbuckle.
He's in a lot of trouble. Yeah, he is.
Josh Alexander right now.
He's running hard and he hit that ring.
Referee's trying to call for these guys to get back inside the ring. Obviously, referee's discretion right now because giving a lot of leeway. One, this is the main event. And number two, somebody's got to move on to face Kenny Omega. The match is scheduled for a fatal four-way, not a triple threat. Who are the other two wrestlers in their four-way against Kenny Omega? Claudio Castagnoli and Commander are in the other match. Pachacero and Mascarado, I think, are in the other match. Oh, Brody with a Uranage on the barricade. And he chopped the chest right there. Fans getting up close and personal with Josh Alexander.
I wish you would, Don.
Josh Alexander running away right now. And again, referee giving discretion this match here right now because Bryce knows exactly what's on the line here.
His aggressor, good luck. Yeah, you don't want this guy
coming in here. These guys have gone all around the ring.
Clutching that hand. Some damage done by the ring.
Josh going back inside the ring here right now. Thank you all for joining in for our main event here right now. Josh Alexander boots the face of Brody. And a second one there. Brody absorbing it. Oh, and just run right through the lariat and into the, just throwing his whole body right into Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander just disappeared within seconds. And it was the big man, Brody King, knows how to fly, and he runs right into the forearm.
The momentum
Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander right now. DDT's Brody King on the ring apron there.
At first.
Josh Alexander knows how to regain control here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still in the early starts of this matchup here right now. It's been all-out war here between Josh Alexander and Brody King. It's about to be a car crash next as Josh Alexander throws his whole body into the spine of King.
Josh Alexander, a lot of experience, been around a long time.
Josh Alexander, I mean, what a great way that he was able to regain control over the match here for a big man like Brody King.
Alexander is a guy.
Lance Archer has been outside there just protecting Don Callis, and
to take Brody off his feet, to make
Josh Alexander is singling out the arm of Brody King. A smart strategy there.
Around the ring post, Ian.
Throwing the arm into that steel turnbuckle post there. And again, referee giving a lot of leeway for this main event here. Brody with a chop there, but you can see that's not a lot of heavy strikes on that chop there. This time, Brody's chops are weakening because of the damage that Josh has done to the arms. Josh Alexander right now throwing Brody shoulder first into the steel steps. Brody is known for his chops right there, and Josh Alexander knows that. Did Nick Wayne win his title match that Christian set up for him in New Japan a few weeks? Oh, I did. I don't know. I know that Nick Wayne is still the current holder of the Ring of Honor Television Champion. I know that Nick right now is. I don't know. I do know that Nick Wayne is in Japan right now. I don't remember what tournament that it's called that he's in right now. Right now, Bryce is starting to lose his patience here right now with these competitors here still brawling outside the ring here. Bryce is trying to give them a lot of leeway, but eventually referee Bryce is going to have his job to do. I mean, we want to see a fatal four-way, but there's only so much leeway that the referee can give here. Brody with the forearm, but he's weakening right now. Brody is known for using his arms a lot for his striking power. Brody's not a heavy striker with his feet at all here. What is that? Leave it. Oh, I thought Josh Alexander grabbed Brody King's t-shirt again. I was like, well, give up with the shirt, man. But Josh Alexander is picking apart Brody King in the smartest way possible, going after the arms right there. That is the best way to actually neutralize Brody King right there. A big man like Brody King, a great way to neutralize him is to go after the legs. Yes, but definitely a man like Brody King with his offense, go after the arms the way that Josh Alexander is doing right now. Right now, Brody King is absolutely defenseless to the point that Josh Alexander is able to go for a pose down right now over the human tank known as Brody King here. Josh Alexander now going up to him, but locking the arm up in the rope right there. And Josh Alexander knows that he can hold on to that thing as long as he wants to, only up, of course, the count of 4. Unless he holds the 5 and disqualified and sends Brody King all the way up to face Omega next week. There was already one loss for the Don Callis family tonight via disqualification. Josh Alexander doesn't want to be the second one. At a chop right there. Brody is losing a lot of power right there. Those chops just do not hit right now. Brody King right now, he's trying for those chops there, but there's no power behind it because of the damage that Josh Alexander has done to the chop. I don't know why I have the volume up on the commercial breaks. I really don't need that. A nice suplex there by Josh Alexander is now Josh going for the cover on Brody King. Only a 1 count. I got to say I'm surprised by that one right there. I'm surprised at Brody King kicking out at 1 right there. I think even Josh Alexander is surprised by that. We know that a suplex was not going to get the job done, but not even a 2 count. That sends a strong message there by Brody King to say that I'm not going out just yet. You're still going to have to do a hell of a lot more punishment to me if you think that I'm going to go down anytime soon. You're sorely mistaken. Josh Alexander locking up the arm right there and snapping it down there. Josh Alexander is keeping that pressure on Brody King here right now. Able to keep it slow and methodical right now is Josh here right now. Right now, just Again, still focusing the arm, and maybe that sounds repetitive, ladies and gentlemen, but again, it's the best strategy that Josh Alexander can have right here, right now.
Kenny Omega for the AEW International Championship.
As you can hear, we're back live right now.
Tonight, will it be Brody King or will it be Josh Alexander? Over the last few moments, and it has looked more and more likely that Alexander may advance.
He's been staying on top of Brody
We're
King.
trying to fire away with the body shots.
Yeah, sure.
Hand chop.
King
Well, maybe not so heavy, but a chop nonetheless.
Alexander had. Now he might go for a German suplex, but breaking the grip is Brody. Maybe open.
Brody with a German suplex right there.
On top of the
Still
head
got
on
enough
German
power
by
to
Big King.
implement those suplexes, Lariat, but no. It hurts every time Brody uses his arm.
Brody King has been
big time Lariat.
Josh Alexander,
But he
and the
cannot
steel
follow
ring
suit.
post. The left arm works pretty good.
But he cannot follow
The right
suit with
doesn't
that
get you the
Lariat
left
there.
will. I've got Josh Alexander.
Well, Josh
way
Alexander
ahead
still
on
been laid
points,
out there by
gentlemen.
that Lariat there.
Points happen, but you're right. If there was points, he definitely would be ahead on.
Well, Josh right now is putting himself
King able to
on the ring apron there. Right now, there's
hit the nail on the head.
nobody can be
King's
pinned or
also
submitted out here.
limited to punches, clotheslines, and forearms.
Both guys on the opposite sides of the corners right now of the turnbuckle here.
Right now, there's an opportunity, maybe a window here.
This is an interesting
where
position here right
Alexander's
now.
hurting. Just got yanked up by his headgear. Whoa,
Brody
wait a
and
minute.
Josh
Yeah, you're not kidding.
are
This is not
going
good
up on the
for
top
your man.
turnbuckle. They're on the opposite sides of each
He
other
just
here.
ripped off
Oh, the turnbuckle pad came off right now.
Yes. And
This could be
This is
bad. This
dangerous.
could be bad. They're both looking for suplex here right now.
These two very large
Somebody could be
athletes that are
falling and hurting their back big time here.
standing on the tightrope as
Oh no! Oh,
I think
on the
that might
steel
be it. This
buckle
might
there.
be the night that we look back and say it was the end of the legend of Brody King. Well, listen, you
That is
pointed
gonna hurt
something
like
out,
hell
the
for Brody
intelligence
there.
of Alexander and experience early down.
No
You're
way.
right.
Josh
He did
Alexander
expose that steel
waist on
turnbuckle
Brody.
to drive the
How's
arm
he
down. He put himself into a
Brody
precarious
right now with
position
a
so that
fireman's
Brody would
carry,
get
but
cocky and open himself up.
big boot there.
Glad for the last two times.
Brody with a sleeper.
It went to a draw tonight. No time.
Brody with a
limit,
sleeper
and
right
both
now,
men
but
are
obviously
wrestling like the
they're out
title
of
shot is
bounds.
on the line
Can't be
next
made a
Wednesday.
tap on their shoulder
Final
breaker
break
there.
of the evening. We're going to stick with the action.
Oh,
as
no
long
way.
as it takes as
Josh Alexander with a German suplex on the ring
We may need
apron.
to stop this. Well, if
I think,
Alexander,
actually,
if
ladies
he
and
can
gentlemen, I
get
think this might be Josh Alexander's
Brody
best
in the ring,
match
man, it's over.
since coming here
Because
to
that
All Elite
German
Wrestling here right
suplex
now.
really hard.
At least
on
his
the back of
best
the head.
one-on-one
Let's take a look
match.
here of this German
A
suplex.
great
on
display
the
that
edge.
Josh
You see that
Alexander has
impact.
had here over on Brody
Man, that
King. He
shoulder,
has
if it
definitely
wasn't
just been
out
able
of
to
its
take
joint, out of the
apart
ball
Brody
socket,
King
it-
piece by piece
Well,
here.
and also the
Wait a
size,
second
the
now.
bigger a guy is when you
Steel
suplex
chair
him on a hard surface like the
placed in the corner of the barricade.
The worse it is. If Brody
Usually,
wasn't so
Brody
heavy,
King
like
is
such
the-
a thick guy. It might not have been as devastating.
Oh, it's like Josh right now
Josh
mocking
Alexander,
Brody here right
against the
now.
barricade. This is usually
Calling out a little bit of dog barking, and now try charging in, eats the boot, and Brody says, nah, son. Let me show you how it gets done. You want to hear dogs barking? Let me get me here. My pack out here. As Brody charges in, big time crossbody in the barricade there. It's been all out chaos, all out war. What a hell of a match this has been between these two warriors of Josh Alexander and Brody King.
Kenny Omega next week at
Again, sorry to repeat myself, but referee giving a lot of leeway here right now. Oh, shoot, I forgot we still have this here between Tony Storm and Mercedes.
There's no way Alexander's 100%.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Crossbody into the guardrail down.
Same position here, Brody King.
Absolutely not. Might have broken a rib.
Trying to go for cannonball, and he goes for it, but missed it. Josh moved.
Yeah, very narrow escape there for Alexander. but
Alexander right
important
now,
one.
ankle lock
For the
pick
ankle
right
lock.
now. Dragging Brody
This is,
as
you
far
haven't
as he
done a
can
lot
to
of
the
work
center
on
of the ring
legs.
right
You've been
there.
focused on arm. I might go for a Kimura, Taz. Yeah, fair.
Oh, yeah,
But you're
good point there
yeah.
by Don Callis right there. Should have
Double
gone for a
wrist lock,
Kimura.
I like the ankle lock because the size
Brody
of
right
Brody's
now,
feet, a giant foot,
kicking,
it's easy to
doing
get a
what he
good
can,
grip,
pushing
even
off
though he
there.
lost it there. But
Brody not
using
known
those-
for a lot
that
of
is
leg
great
kicks, but
point
still
to
got the
hammer
big
on the
boots.
side of the head.
Trying for
Josh
Gonzo
Alexander.
bomb, but the arms, too much damage, and landing on his shoulders.
A strong guy, but
After the
you
back
don't
body
get
dropping out,
Brody's size
Alexander
up on a backdrop
trying for
without
straight
great
jacket.
technique.
Oh, wait a
And
second,
now
hang
he
on.
trapped the arm as he's
Brody-
trying to block. He trapped
Tiger
the elbow arm. He can't
suplex.
get the grip.
Oh,
Now
my.
he's got it. Oh,
Tiger suplex there. I don't ever see a Tiger suplex in wrestling. Oh, wait a second. Oh, man, wow. Brody caught Josh Alexander with an elbow, and Josh Alexander's been busted open.
Couldn't get the win, but definitely
that one
has had to split open. I'm not sure if it's a laceration or if it's the nose. Brody King, he might have actually come down on Alexander.
Everybody's bleeding tonight.
That's what could happen on a German.
Josh Alexander right now, the blood is spewing out there, and that's going to, disorient Josh Alexander as well there. Big risk right now. Go to the top is Josh Alexander.
Maybe a moonsault?
Alexander.
Moonsault. Brody got the knees up, though. Josh Alexander taking too much time, and man, he needs to end this one faster because the blood's going to keep on running. The lariat hits by Brody. And time for Gonzo Bomb. Drop it down. Cover up there. Brody wins it.
Hey, Don, the guy fought his ass off, man. I know he didn't get the win, but he fought hard.
Yeah, all credit to Josh Alexander.
I'm a little upset. Not upset by Brody King winning, but Josh Alexander has not really won many of matches since coming to All Elite Wrestling. I want to see a little bit more for Josh Alexander to get some of those wins there.
International Championship.
Brody King will advance to face off against Kenny Omega and two other competitors next week on Dynamite. Man, oh man. Kenny Omega, you better be ready because Brody King is not a normal human inside that ring there.
Unfortunately for Alexander,
you're right, Renegade.
Stitches in his future.
You're absolutely right, Taz.
Well, Brody King.
Time to collect the piece of Josh Alexander.
One victory away from claiming the AEW
well, ladies and gentlemen,
Championship next week.
We're going to be moving on
broadcast from Denver,
for the first ever
AEW
meeting between Timeless Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné.
This four-way match, we will find out this Saturday.
The AEW Women's World Champion will be facing off against the TBS Champion. I mean, that's going to be, I think that's the first time ever that we get the two champions facing off, not just inside the ring, but in front of each other here. I can't wait for that matchup. Hechicera and Masquerada.
Plus Sky Blue.
Ooh, Sky Blue Mina Shirakawa.
The Saturday night part of a loaded
like that one there.
And we will also have RPG Vice and the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita taking on Kyle O'Reilly,
I like that.
Roderick Strong, and
Ishii.
Ishii. But right now, let's head to the back where I understand Kyle Fletcher is standing by.
Who's called that was, but I do not need anybody's help out there. I do not need anyone's help to beat Adam Cole. I should be standing here right now at the TNT.
Adam Cole and Kyle Fletcher still fighting it out backstage right now. Security trying to break this one up here. Kyle Fletcher. Adam Cole, he's kind of right. He had Adam Cole beat there. Dead side of the ring. But ladies and gentlemen,
Fletcher and Adam Cole.
The storm has calmed down. But we are about to go with the CEO of All Elite Wrestling. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the TBS.
That's a good prediction right there, Renegade.
The Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament.
I hope you're right.
CEO.
I hope you're right because as much as I would love to see the visual of Mercedes Moné with like all of those titles, I think that would be really cool. I don't want her to be the one to beat Toni Storm. I just don't get the vibe that it should be Mercedes Moné. Again, I would love to see the visual of Mercedes having all those championship titles. That would be really freaking cool. But I don't go off of visuals. I go off of who I feel would be the right person. I wouldn't hate it, but I just don't feel Mercedes to be that person. Not that woman.
Showed up here early in style.
Well, Mercedes wants to talk before allowing our world champion to come down here first.
El Paso. I now stand before you not only as the greatest TBS and Rev Pro champion of all time, but as the greatest winner of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
Did she have 4 titles?
And you see like legends like Owen Hart and my idol, my hero, Eddie Guerrero.
That's his own Eddie Guerrero. That's right.
Gotta get that one ready right there.
Well, legends like that, they don't even compare to the greatness of Mercedes Moné.
Wow.
I don't know about that.
She put herself over
And
Eddie
that's
Guerrero
why
there.
I call myself the CEO of AEW. Because
Well, you know what? You don't want to talk the talk, Mercedes Moné. But there is one thing you are not. And that is timeless, darling. You are not timeless. This woman is. She is truly brilliant. She is graceful. She is spectacular. A timeless Tony Storm. A rare time. She has actually sent Luther to the back. She wants her butler to go back there so that way she can acknowledge the CEO by herself.
And what a confrontation
Staring woman to woman.
Owen Hart Foundation tournament winner and the AEW Women's World Champion.
And you know Mercedes is eyeing that beautiful championship Tony has.
Ace to
But she's
face.
a belt collector.
The AEW Women's World Champion and the CEO. Yeah, Mercedes has 4 belts. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, Renegade. Tony Storm laying the championship between the two ladies right there and saying this is what it's all about here right now. The very first time these two
Tony,
have met.
darling, we finally meet. But I know these AEW fans are so sick of the black and white and want a champion full of color.
That is improper, darling, improper.
Hello, Mercedes. I have waited so long for you. 441 days ago, you arrived in All Elite Wrestling on a show named after you. And since then, you've won titles.
True.
You've made history.
True.
And you've remained undefeated.
Why?
But you have never once spoke to me. You have never once looked at me.
Never crossed my path, darling.
You said that you've been watching me since before you even came here.
I agree, Kong.
You told Anthony Khan that this was the one match you wanted to have. So, darling, what took you so long?
They brought that up on the press ground there. And let me say this. Before Mercedes responds, timeless Tony Storm, she defeated Megan Bayne, who was undefeated in AEW since her return. So, if anyone can, Tony can.
Playing from Lucas's iPhone, too.
Patience, darling.
Apologize. Echo wanted to speak.
What took me so long, darling? Patience, darling, patience.
All right, I see you. See you, darling.
You see, this is not about you, Tony. This is about me and my legacy. And you think I'm just gonna go around backstage shaking anybody's hand when I am the Beyonce of women's wrestling? You gotta be kidding me.
I love when she says that because it's such a great line, I think.
Tony, do you not know who I am? I am the standard. I am the conversation. I am the blueprint. I am the revolution.
Tony collecting her thoughts, trying. No, you're not. I think you're chanting.
Well, I'm the Tony Storm of professional wrestling, and I swear to an unknown God, you have never met anyone like me.
This is true. Very few women
You're
have.
right, Tony. You see, this girl, this shy, nervous Tony Storm that I met 10 years ago, you are very different. But I'm different too. You see, I'm not a boss anymore. I'm a CEO.
Oh, well, that's a good line. Ooh.
And I have beaten the very best all over the world, from Mexico, Japan, England, and at All In Texas, I'm bringing it home. And we will have the greatest women's match of all time.
You know, we have so many similarities. We both started so young. We both struggled on the indies. We both found success. We were given trophies. We were given flowers. And when that wasn't enough, we left it all behind to follow our hearts. And in AEW, we became exactly who we are meant to be.
Damn straight. Damn straight. Damn straight on that.
But there's just one glaring difference.
One.
While you want all the titles, I need only one.
That's right.
I have lived for this. I have cried for this. I have bled for this.
Yes,
and I have died for this.
Yeah, that's all right. No, no. She always does,
So if
darlings.
you want to ride the money train through the Tony Tunnel, I just hope you can get deep enough.
I love
Tony, darling, not even your hips are wide enough for the money train.
It's getting hot in here.
45 days from now, we will meet again in Texas. And somewhere in the world, a little girl with big dreams will be watching. And she will say, holy, these bitches are crazy.
Holy shit, these bitches are crazy. Tony Storm had a sense of herself.
And then she will find out who the better woman is. See, Mercedes, I sincerely believe that you are the greatest of all time. But unfortunately for you, I happen to be timeless.
As he is. Time has no meaning to a woman who is timeless. She always does. She is always entertainment. Mercedes is losing her patience, looks like.
Tony, you may call yourself timeless, but what you deserve is for your time to come to an end. I'll see you at All In.
See you at All In, darling.
45 days away, Saturday, July 12th, Globe Life Field, Arlington, Texas.
I don't know if I would trust Mercedes Moné with a handshake.
Yeah.
I'm very...
May the best.
The timeless Tony Storm, she knew. Sniffing her, and she's like, I'm slipping a fear on you, darling.
Storm will play those mind games. That's what she does.
Oh, Mercedes, no, wait a minute. Tony knew what was coming. Storm Zero. No, you better tuck tail and run, darling. You thought you were going to get an upper hand, but you've never met a woman quite like Timeless Tony Storm.
Looking for the Grand Slam here tonight.
Things are this hot. 45 days out.
Well, come.
July 12th, all in Texas comes around.
Knowing how they are. They may need it.
TIX.com. You still have a chance to join us in Arlington for All in Texas as we head to Globe Life Field in 45 days, where Timeless Tony Storm, the CEO, Mercedes Moné, will meet for the AEW
Timeless Tony Storm remind the world that there is no one quite like her in All In Wrestling. So many have tried, so many have failed, and would Mercedes Moné be another failure as well? As Timeless as Tony Storm, she says, "Oh, darling, you think you're the only one who can dance? Look at these moves, look at these glutes, look at these hips. They are
Commander, this Saturday night.
Simply Timeless.
Coast to coast, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, or
Celebration night, dude, yeah.
On TNT this Saturday night. We will see you over on Collision.
I absolutely agree with that one, Kong. Like, honestly, like, when I saw what was scheduled for tonight on the show, I was like, oh, let's see what they got here right now, because AEW's got a lot of momentum after Double or Nothing, what they had, because there has been a positive energy that has been going around that I've been seeing up on YouTube, up on TikTok. So there's been a lot of people that have, been coming around, giving a lot of positive energy to AEW, which, I really feel that they deserve for what they've been able to provide and give. And I'm so happy that many people are starting to give this company more of a chance and actually, allow it to just, give them an opportunity. That show just went by so fast. I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to talk much because of my sore throat a little bit, but honestly, I was able to do fine, and the show just went by so fast. And I think, like I always say, that's the great part is, like, if the pacing is so good, I don't even realize how that we're almost done with the show, and we are done with the show now. It's like, you've done your job right. You did it good. It wasn't boring. Nothing felt like it stuck around for too long. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I got a long day of work tomorrow, and I got to be up early for it. So thank you all very much for tuning in. I wonder what Meltzer would have given Double or Nothing Inside Show. Oh, dude. I don't know what Meltzer would have given Double or Nothing, but I would have definitely given Double or Nothing 10 out of 10. Because what I felt about the show on Sunday, it brought me back to Double or Nothing 2019, which in my opinion is one of the greatest wrestling shows ever experienced, because it was watching something special of a revolution. And watching Double or Nothing 2025, it just felt special as well, too. Tonight's show, I would say 9 out of 10. Nothing that made me go like, holy shit, or like 10 out of 10 style, but a 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10, something like that. Just good fun. But anyways, I got to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you feel the video deserves it, hit that like button down below. It is much appreciated. Subscribe, ring that bell so you get notified when we go live for the videos that we do. And I am actually looking forward to, I think what I'm going to do is this week or maybe next week, I'm going to do a episode of the AEW Universe mode. I have been missing that one there. We have not done any video gaming live streams for quite some time. So I hope to be back with that one. So stay tuned in case you want to see that one there. Anyways, guys, take care, and I will see you all on the next round.